okay, so King of Lightning and myself, we've had our fair share of conversations about Garp over the years. And so what I wanted to do was present, because of the chapter, obviously, a compilation of our conversations about Garp. And some of them are blasphemous on both ends, I must admit. Hilarious, okay? So all I can say is go look at it.
Fight.
Kaido honestly could be top 5 all time.
I think he's. I think he is actually. I'd argue
he could be top 5 all time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like when you get through the top 3, which is typically Roger. Well, hold on. Top 4, I should say, because it's typically Roux. People put Roux at 1, Roger, Whitebeard, Garp. People throw Garp in there as well because he was contesting.
I don't know why, but okay.
What did he say?
Because he was fighting with Roger.
Whatever.
And then
it's Garp.
Why do you hate Garp, man?
I don't hate Garp, but just the Garp. Listen, Garp is powerful. But,
it's just a Garp.
Okay. If I see Garp in the God Valley flashback and he's stacking Conqueror's Haki, if he has Conqueror's Haki,
you know he has it.
You don't know.
You know he has it.
No. Okay, I'm not gonna jump the gun and give a man.
What percentage do you think that Garp has Conqueror's Haki?
65%.
I'm saying it's a 95% chance.
Okay,
that Garp to contest with Roger, he has definitely the same type of Haki.
Maybe, because you don't necessarily need Conqueror's Haki to like contest with guys that powerful.
Shit.
Because we see with King the Wildfire and Zoro. Zoro's Conqueror's Haki, but King the Wildfire was Studley. He was Studley.
You saw what happened to King, man.
Yeah, but people are saying it's a technicality because like why did he use his fire form the entire time? I have no idea why.
That's what I'm saying. I think.
Yeah, I have no idea why.
I think you said, the separation between people that can contest with these guys comes from either you have a broken devil fruit, right? Or you got to be able to match him with something. Like it was like when Odin ran up on Roger, right? And Roger was a Kamusari. He's like, wait, what the?
Divine Departure, get out of here. What the hell is that?
What the hell is that?
But here, Odin can still bounce back and chase him down anyway.
For sure,
right?
But then Whitebeard said, settle down. You're not ready for this.
So like these guys are OD powerful, true.
Yeah.
And so like for me, Garp is powerful. Like he's in my top 10 of all time.
Top 10.
But
not top 5.
I think there's someone stronger than Garp at this point in time.
But Garp, you think is the strongest Marine ever?
I think he's the strongest Marine at his prime ever.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
I think he's the strongest Marine. But I think that the Marines are not in the totality as strong as the Yonko. Meaning that there's a reason why that long ago in, I think it was post NH Lobby, when these guys were talking about how, when Garp himself even said that the Yonko control the next half of the Grand Line, how we had to create the Shichibukai in order to try and balance out the power with us and the Yonko. So the Shichibukai has, as strong as they are, they were on the side of the Marines essentially to help balance out how powerful they are compared to just the Yonko. That's the power of the Yonko work.
But I think
that's the power they are.
I think a lot of people look at that, right? Not saying you're looking at it this way. I think a lot of people look at that and think it's like an individual versus individual thing. Where the thing about the warlords that the world government also used was their influence. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the fact, like for Boy Hancock, she had a whole army of people. You know, so it's just like with the Yonko, like for when we saw with Whitebeard, you're not just fighting Whitebeard. You're fighting damn near half the One Piece first that rock with Whitebeard.
Wait, okay. See, now I'm getting ready.
You know what I'm saying? You're fighting half the world that rock with Whitebeard. So now you need to balance it out a little bit.
Oh my God!
You see what I'm saying?
Talking about, dude.
So that's all it is. That's all it is.
This man has a few ships, and it's half the One Piece.
That's all.
He has like
a few ships.
He has like 10 ships.
A few ships. He had more than 10. He had way more than 10. He had like 100. He had like 1,000 ships. And it kind of took down like 900 of them himself.
Brago, no, he did not.
He's insane.
Brago.
He's insane.
Brago. First of all, let's be okay. Amazon literally didn't pull up with Boa Hancock. It was Boa Hancock by herself and her like her snake, right? So my 25 is Mayo Rayleigh. Okay? That's right. My 25 is Mayo Rayleigh. My 24 is Boa Hancock. Whoa. And then, so I agree with you. All right? And then my 23 is Garp the Fist. That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Saddle up. So here's the thing. Slow and old. Every year, only getting slower and older.
Bro, why do you say this?
I'm just saying,
you say this? How do you do this?
I'm just saying. Okay, look.
You think Boa is beating Rayleigh?
I think that Boa actually, or not necessarily beating Rayleigh, but more so I think she's stronger than Rayleigh in a general sense, right?
Okay.
So, because for me, right, Boa Hancock
You think she can defeat more characters than Rayleigh can?
In a general sense, yes. Because she has not only a busted deathly power, like we've seen from the beginning, she has a busted broken ability. But I think that because of the training that they normally go through with Haki and Amazon Lily, there could be a case here where she actually may have advanced Rio Haki. That may be a stretch. But she may have advanced Rio Haki, so her Haki can actually maybe do internal damage. And then also, of course, the Conqueror's Haki fusion as well is a possibility. So, again, this on top of her, because people forget, her powers were already busted from the beginning. Like, she was already powerful as all hell with her powers. So, with a different ability. And then, if you include her Snake as well for, like, add mobility, that kind of stuff, I think that Boa does have a very diverse and powerful arsenal. Where, at this point in time, if we assume she has Conqueror's Haki infusion, that's an assumption, of course, but it's possible. And she may have very good armor Haki to where she has advanced Rio. Maybe, of course, I'm saying maybe.
Right.
Then you have to kind of put her like in that first division-ish kind of role where like I think she's probably stronger than, let's say, a current day like Smoothie or Queen or someone of that caliber. Right? That's why I put her. That's why I put Boa Hancock. And mind you, last year she wasn't molested at all. But this year, because Kentucky now, that kind of changes how she has way more possibilities now. And then with her different power, you combo that stuff, it's going to be probably disgusting. And then Garp is good. Garp is really damn good. However, I'm not going to wait. However, here comes the but.
We know you hate Garp, man.
Whoa. That's not true.
We know you hate Garp.
Whoa. I have been on paper. I've acknowledged that Garp, I think, is one of the best written characters in the series. Like, I love Garp as a character. I think Garp is actually better than Ace, better than Doflamingo, better than a lot of characters. I think he's really good.
Yeah.
However, in terms of power, I don't know why folks always forget the idea that he himself admitted that he was only like half strength when he threw the cannonballs. Like, he only mustered that much strength. And then how, as time goes on, he's only going to get older, therefore only get weaker. Like, we see Sengoku now, the man has gray hair. It's like, these are signs of like the old generation now, they're really kind of, you know, like they're being siphoned out, and the new cats are coming in. And we kind of see now with Kaido too, like, we have the new generation cats with Luffy, with Kid, with, you know, Law. Like, these guys are rolling on through, and the old is coming out with it. And Garp's part of the old generation. So Garp is good, but I mean, I think that Garp is like, he's still in my top 30. He's still strong as shit. But I don't think he's as strong as folks make him to be. Like, for example, folks believe that Garp would kill a Kainu in Marineford War.
Bullshit. No, that's bullshit.
All right then.
No, that's bullshit. No, I agree with that. I agree that people are out of their rabid minds if they think Garp had a chance against a Kainu in Marineford.
That's nuts.
But I will say this. Because that translation I've brought to people about, you know, Garp and saying he is half his strength, and, you know, people have translated that and said it was a lot more vague. That's how Oda meant it to be in regards to his strength. I do think he is weaker than, you know, he obviously is prime, but it's those legends. It's, you gotta almost give them the benefit of the doubt in most situations.
We have seen Rayleigh, we have seen Garp, Don Chinjao, and Whitebeard. All four of these guys mention how over the course of time, they're not the same dudes they used to be because of age and health reasons, okay?
But the dudes they used to be
consistent.
Is like top 5 in the verse.
Of course. But the top 5 in the verse back then, and then them being at like half strength, are not going to be in the top 15 now.
I don't think they're necessarily at half strength.
Okay. I mean, fair enough. Maybe they're like 49% strength, whatever, dog. It's like,
bro, no way.
It's like,
no way.
Wait, listen.
I would say they're
good.
probably 75,
like,
80%.
So, like, here's the thing, right? We could kind of see, and this is why I know folks want to rag on this, but we'll get to it later. Rayleigh did a pretty damn good job, I think, fighting against Kizaru, right? But it was clear that he was gassed, he was rusty, he was old, not the man he used to be. But he was still a stud.
Right.
Marco has done way better against Cesaro than Rayleigh has.
Oh my goodness. Let me give my 19 and 16.
All right, cool. Shoot.
19, I have the Old Man Trio.
Generous.
Garp, Sengoku, and Ray.
Yeah.
I think when it comes,
you have Rayleigh in the top of the Old Man Trio. Really?
Well, if it was in order, it'd be Garp, then Sengoku, then Rayleigh.
Okay, wait on. So who's your 19 then?
All three.
Wait, what? Oh, come on, Brago.
All three. Old Man Trio. All three.
Oh my God, that's
I don't want to
so
clog.
Weasley.
I don't want to clog up the list. I don't want to clog it up, man.
Weasley,
I don't want to clog it up.
What is this?
Wait,
no.
Three.
So then get Queen out of here. Yo, get Dopey out of here too. That's so Weasley. Just Dopey's on your top 30.
I think the reason why I don't like
having
these three separated.
Brago exposed in real time. What is this? Weasley,
listen. The reason why I don't have it separated because these guys are not that fun to talk about. Right, and they clog up the list, but I feel like they deserve to be there. So I just have them all together.
No, that you're not having a firm stance. You need to have a firm stance.
I mean, I think they're relatively around the same level.
No, what people would that's okay. No, now I see why folks are getting mad.
Wait,
that's blasphemous. To say
What's
that
blasphemous?
wait. And to say that the Old Man Trio are all the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you say that at his prime, at their primes, Rayleigh was the strongest Garp?
He was on his level.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't no shot.
Yeah.
Wait, I downplay Garp. No,
Yeah.
Garp is absolutely stronger than Rayleigh.
No, I think he's stronger, right? But I don't think the difference or separation between Roger and Rayleigh was that much.
Okay. If Garp is being compared to someone like Roger, his captain,
I think Roger was stronger than Garp.
Of course, absolutely, without a doubt.
I don't think. Okay, it's not that crazy.
Of course, absolutely, without. I'm gonna say it 3 times. Of course, absolutely, without a doubt.
I think it's that, right?
There's no shot.
I think it's like Rayleigh.
You hold Rayleigh really highly, really highly.
Yeah,
really highly. I mean, Rayleigh's nuts, but I think he's the weakest of those two.
I agree.
But you have him in the same number 19. All 3 of them. No,
it's like the Admirals, where I think Akainu, Aokiji, and Kizaru. Right, I think they're roughly around the same, but it's
they don't deserve to be in the same rank.
Why not?
Because if they're roughly the same, one should be still slightly ahead or below. I think that
they're all old, retired. It's like maybe for the most part.
No. I think that this is a play on your part to keep Dolphy on your list, dude. I think.
Oh, not at all. Because at that point, even if I separate them, Queen would just fall off.
Queen, who's that?
Queen, Boa, and Magellan.
Okay. But Brad, that's Dolphy, and I wonder if you do have someone else that's sharing a spot. Maybe you do. I don't know.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe. I'm done. Listen.
Man.
Here's what. No.
You know what I think? I think what it is. I think you just hate. Okay.
I don't hate Garp.
The really downplay is crazy. And the Garp hate is shining through, man. I'm sorry.
I don't hate Garp. He's on my top. He's just old.
Is Sengoku in your top 30?
Hell yeah. I'm not done yet.
You have Sengoku that much higher than Garp?
I'm going to get to it.
That is disgusting.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, I'll explain why in full detail soon enough. But what I think you should have done is that you should have had 18, 19, 17, Rayleigh, Garp, Sengoku, and whatever order you wanted to do, but then say they're all interchangeable. Rather than I'm gonna do
but that's what I typically do every year.
But it's Weasley because you want to slide in Dolphy.
Oh, Sengoku. Why is he? What's that? Was that 6, 7 spots higher than Garp?
Let me see here. Garp is
23
and Sengoku 17. Yes.
Yeah.
The reason why is simple. I think that Garp was stronger than Sengoku in his prime state, but I don't think that applies now.
What happened?
Devil fruit. That's basically it.
What happened to the devil fruit?
No, nothing. That's the point. I think that Sengoku has maintained a lot of his power from his youth because of his devil fruit power, whereas Garp probably not the case.
But we know your power wanes as you get older with your devil fruit power.
Wanes in terms of probably stamina.
Even with your devil fruit, right? And devil fruit uses stamina.
But I don't know if that wanes in terms of what you can do capability-wise. So, for example, Whitebeard in the flashback, we see how he's able to tilt the seas.
Right.
We see the exact same thing in real time. Whitebeard's powers probably weren't they're probably
weaker.
More powerful. Well, I don't know if they were weaker or not.
They're weaker They're weaker in Marineford for sure.
Well. How much weaker though?
Weaker enough where Whitebeard basically got mad and tilted the seas. Where in Marineford he had to use an actual attack to do that.
That's what it's preaching in the manga, but in the anime, they kind of make it a little bit different. It's weird. But the whole point here is that he could probably do the same thing. And, well, his power, he could do the exact same thing.
You think he could get mad until the
No. The exact same outcome happened. Like, he tilted the oceans
with more effort.
I mean, I don't know the difference between, like grab the atmosphere, actually pulling that, and then
with
tilting
more
the
effort.
Oceans versus getting mad at happening. But
It's
we don't
more
see how it
effort.
happens exactly. Yeah, that's better, of course.
Right.
But that's what made him really devastating Marineford War, his love for power. He had, of course, his stamina and his endurance, too, taking all those attacks.
Right.
I think Sengoku's kind of the same way, where like Sengoku is nowhere near his, he's not his prime different power, but he can still utilize a lot of techniques from his prime.
I think you're
and
downplaying Garp
still
a
be
bit.
very effective in his prime, but he uses a lot more stamina. Garp has waned in strength. That's just a fact. They
both
waned in
have.
strength. Yeah, they both have, but one has a different power to make up for that. The other one doesn't. That's the point.
Wait, but I think if we're saying he waned in strength, then I would assume he waned in stamina as well, and that
But not
plays
to
into
the
a double
same
fruit.
degree as Garp. That's the point.
How do you know that?
No, that's just my assumption based on someone like Whitebeard who also waned, but he could still do the same things we kind of saw in the past.
Well,
of course, they were
he
easier.
Kinda?
They were easier. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were easier based on our assumption of he got mad, and then by default the sea started to tilt, and then he had to actively do it when he was an old man, but he could still do the same thing.
This feels like some Garp hate. I don't know.
And what?
This feels like some Garp agenda. I don't know.
Yo, Garp is over Rayleigh.
I like Akainu as much as the next guy, but
Garp
Cole, you're a secret Akainu fanboy?
My list is subject to change at any point in time, of course, obviously. If Garp can like absolutely dominate someone like Sengoku in a fight, I'll change my list. But
he's not gonna dominate Sengoku in a fight. But they're comparable, bro. Like if you think Garp was stronger back, if you think Garp was stronger back then,
everyone on this list outside the top 10 is comparable. Yes,
okay, that's fair.
I'll argue that.
I think that it's a little. I don't know if I can rock with that massive chasm. It's not. I'll fucking.
I was about to say, like, let's be
the
serious.
Massive
here,
23-17, but
I think that folks forget how good Devil Fruits are. It's been so long because it's like hockey training, like Rio hockey things, and then Conquerors hockey, then King of Hell thing. But folks forget how busted Devil Fruits are, and it's like, yeah, these things are kind of like nuts.
Sure,
really?
Sure, but I think
God.
they are busted. But if we're saying Garp's strength waned, I think it's for certain Sengoku's did as well, and they are comparable. They're still comparable.
I'm not saying that they haven't waned. I'm saying that the rate of the crease is different because Sengoku has retained more of his abilities from his youth or from his peak than Garp has, I'd argue, based on someone like Whitebeard and what we've seen from the Odin flashback to of course, the Marineford War. Apply that same logic to Sengoku. That's all I do. That's it.
Nah, but even with Whitebeard,
it could be wrong, but
yeah. I mean, we gotta wait and see because Whitebeard couldn't even do the no touch with Shanks. So we gotta, maybe that's Oda didn't think of that at the time.
My 20 is Lucky Roux. Okay,
you got Roux. Okay,
not
mad.
My 19 is Garp, up from last year. Okay. 19.
Okay.
19. Right. Okay. 18 is Eustace Captain Kidd. I gave
wow.
Credit. Yes. Okay. Right.
That is surprising.
Yes, it is.
But you do hate Garp, so I get it. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't hate Whoa. Don't slander the name. Whoa.
Come on.
Cheekly. Whoa.
We know.
Garp is one of the best characters, and I agree with that. I think he's a great character. But in terms of power, he's, again, what did Boulder say?
Oh, stop it, bro. Yo, why do you disrespect these old characters so much,
This
bro?
man should be in, like, one of those, like, a place for mom. He should be out there,
God.
like, with the...
Yo, where's Sengoku-chan?
Oh, 17 is Sengoku.
Okay, you have Sengoku over... Oh, okay, wait. We talked about
and
this
then
last year.
60, yeah. We did. And then finally 16, Tadakuri.
Whoa!
Yeah.
You got Cat over the old legends?
I got Cat over old legends, yo, because they're old. Keyword right there. Hey, yo. We're talking about Vince Carter in his last year in the NBA. Old.
Oh, that's crazy. That's not what they are. That is crazy. They're Michael Jordan after the retirement.
Stop! No. Oh, my God. That's okay.
I got one more.
Okay,
in
no.
me.
We'll see. Listen, I could be wrong. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how things go on for a little while. We'll see.
Okay. Category of a Garp and Sengoku is different, but I understand it. It's a little category bias. I'm not mad at it. I'm surprised you have Kid this high, considering how I know you feel about Kid.
Kid has to be relative to somebody else we're going to see, of course, obviously later on. So I have to give Kid.
You gotta give him a little
portrayal
bump.
does matter.
Gotcha.
Even though the feats are like galaxies apart, I got to give Kid some credit here, I suppose.
Oh,
for portrayal.
man. Okay. Now, I'm surprised to see Kid this high. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay.
I gave Kid some credit here.
Hey, I'm surprised. All right. My 20 is Kid. Right?
There it is.
My 19 is Sengoku.
Okay.
My 18 is Law.
That's way too low. Come on.
My 17 is Neho. Really?
That's insane. You have lost your mind.
Right? My 16, Roro Noah.
Are you insane?
Roro
Dude, the max copium, dude. That come on.
Roro
Come on.
Noah.
Come on, dude. Yo. Nah, you cast a Hogwarts spell and you're hallucinating right now. Like you read another story. There's no way. There's no way.
Hey, man.
So,
Luffy.
okay, but this is technically supposed to be Prime Garp. So.
Oh, Prime Garp.
I don't know, because we're going Prime Whitebeard, I think. Like
if it's
Roger's
Prime,
in there.
then Prime Garp. Prime Garp.
Luffy.
You got Luffy over Prime Garp?
Nuts.
Yes.
That is nuts.
No, it's not. Luffy will eventually be the strongest character in the series, with maybe the exception of like two people.
Okay,
maybe
eventually.
Yes.
But he's
And
not that now.
We have like 3 years left in the story, like whatever, or just 4 years left in the story. We're getting there. Like outside of maybe some Albath guys and some powerful dude, but we're gonna get to guys like Blackbeard and Shanks and Emu like really, really soon. So yeah, Luffy, most definitely Luffy.
You guys want to make it? We can just say old Garp to make it easier, because otherwise, dude, we're gonna get into some.
There's no way Luffy's beating Prime Garp.
Yes, he is.
I got Prime Garp.
Cool.
I want to change.
I don't even
to
understand how you
old
get
Garp.
there.
What do you mean?
Okay,
That's
all right.
easy.
Okay. Let me ask you this. We just said Luffy's still weakening Kaido. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but King's got
Do-
Kaido above Prime.
I have
Garp.
Kaido over Prime Garp too. Yeah, what do you mean?
You have Kaido over Prime Roger.
I don't. I've Kaido over Prime Garp.
The person that was fighting against Prime Roger is Prime Garp.
I understand that. As a Marine, I get that. I know they have their legendary fights back and forth. I get that. It's the same thing involving Whitebeard too. But like I said before, just because you have these legendary battles doesn't mean that your X per se is stronger than the other person. Duh. Or as their level per se. For example, Whitebeard has these fights with Roger. I'm still putting Sebek over Whitebeard. Duh. Because he's the strongest foe that Roger's fought, I'll argue, based on Sengoku's words. And just like how, obviously, someone like Garp has that same much attached too, Garp in his prime, so far, and I'm going to be real with you, a lot of times when you can look at Garp in his prime, he's impressive. But if you use things like, for example, his Chinjiao, it's okay, but not necessarily great. I still see if he has Conqueror's Haki or not, which people assume he does, but we don't know. And then, of course, I use the Shiki standard, meaning 2. So someone like Sengoku and someone like Garp,
come on.
2,
Come on,
I always have. It makes the most sense.
No, both of them could have beaten Shiki by themselves.
Oh, that's what you say. I don't think so.
I agree.
Hold on, give me a second. What the fuck?
I don't know how you get here. Where Luffy at this point is stronger than Prime Garp, but he's weakening Kaido. But Kaido's weakening Gold Roger. But somehow Luffy's stronger than Prime Garp.
I think it's just I don't think King views Garp as close to Prime Roger.
And if they're not close, how they
see.
almost killing each other several times?
Almost keyword? I don't know. Like maybe it's Roger like fucking Garp up and Garp getting like one good hit in.
But they
each
said
time or
killing
something like
each
that.
other. So both of them are getting fucked up.
I don't know, man. Smoker, like the argument I saw some people argue is like, Smoker
same
used to
thing.
give. I know that's what I'm saying, but it's just like I kind of see it. I'm gonna read out some supers real quick. I like this because like,
And then him saying the
yeah.
Zabek thing. That's like we could base that off of what Zabek's goal was versus
All right, I'm
Roger.
back.
no, because I side
Backy back.
with King on the Zabek side of things. I kind of got.
All right.
I'll make.
You think
my
Zabek
argument
is
for
stronger than Whitebeard?
I think it's like closer than you might think, or it could go either way. Like I think
He's
it's
strong,
gonna be
for sure.
really hard to tell. Like,
Look, I would say one thing. I think that back in the
dude.
day, it was fair to say that the old guard were stronger than like the current people. But after I saw Kaido and Luffy do the same exact thing Whitebeard and Roger did, like the same exact hockey feats,
no, but
literally the same thing.
Kaido
I'm
implied.
like,
at the
okay,
end
you know
of
what?
the fight,
That's all the kind of telling me or telling us the readers that when it comes to the world of power, One Piece, the current generation are not that far off, if actually equal to the past generation.
Yeah, but King, the
And
final
there's
quote-
Just
actually
because
the
you can
final
use the same
quote from-
abilities don't mean it's equal.
Okay, well,
no,
and
the
then-
last
and-
quote
and-
from Kaido, right? The last quote from Kaido was like he was hyping up Roger one, like that kind of pushed Roger back up.
He
for me,
literally
'cause
said
he
it
was
like
like,
Roger
Yeah.
did it with just hockey.
yeah, and he's
at the
hyping
Yeah,
it up as
Roger
though
conquered the
he's
seas of
like
hockey, of course.
he's arguing kind of like to me like Roger's hockey. None of us are there yet. At least that's kind of
Yeah.
how I looked at it.
That's I mean, I'd argue that's Shanks', but
Maybe
I would
Shanks.
argue
Shanks is
that-
a weird
yeah.
case. Weird case.
and also too, obviously I think he's top one, but again, that's why I say Garp. He has to prove that he's somewhere in that category. He hasn't done that yet, and Whitebeard I think has some things here or there, but again, it's a bit tricky Whitebeard. And then something that I didn't realize, or something that I found out actually very recently that I didn't know was a thing, was that in the I think it's called the Deep Blue. In the Deep Blue volumes or in the data book, they actually talk about Old Man Whitebeard, where they actually say that where Old Man Whitebeard, when he has all of his machines hooked up to him, he's at prime strength. That's what they say in that data book. So that means that Shanks in the pre-time skip did clash with a prime strength Whitebeard, according to the One Piece Deep Blue, which is very interesting. So they're not that far off.
Book. I don't know about that book though. I mean,
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't know.
You should know.
No, I mean power scaling's funny just because like everybody can agree about like certain things, and then randomly there'll just be something that like it's like, and this is obvious, right?
It
And
just
this
I
is
thought
breaks
the
it,
same
yeah.
thing
It's obvious,
too.
and then all of a sudden it's like,
I
whoa,
thought
what?
the same thing
Yeah,
too, but I actually not mind on the entire thing. I changed my whole view after I saw what they were doing. Like the feats spoke themselves. Like literally, we have them doing the same exact thing as Wild Drop. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? But me, I'll agree with you. I'm not sure at this point in time. I agree with you. I'm not
You think
too
Dragon
sure.
is stronger than Luffy right now?
I think that thematically it makes a little bit more sense because he's like the father. So,
But
like,
not
in
his granddad.
shonens,
But not his granddad in his prime. Interesting.
because he's an old man.
You said
his
in his prime.
granddad
prime.
in his prime.
Prime.
Oh, in his prime? No. I think that's
Wait,
a
wait,
possibility.
why
of Dragon-
Wait, 1 sec. So you got Dragon above
Because
Garp?
again, I
Prime to
don't-
Prime?
I think there's a possibility where he could be stronger than Prime Garb. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Again,
you
I
don't
agree with
have
you guys.
Dragon. You don't have Dragon solidified
There's
yet.
literally
saying.
nothing to base that off of.
I said he
Nothing.
could be. I'm not too sure. That's what I'm
But-
kind of like waiting. I'm waiting to see what's what.
But you're willing to say Dragon could be stronger than Luffy. You weren't willing to do that for Garp.
Because again, I think that we're getting to the point now where Luffy's going to be the strongest guy in One Piece history. We're getting to that point now.
Yeah,
So-
so he's not there.
Yeah. I'm not saying that he's there, but again, like I said, we already went through this stuff before, Brago. Like I already explained. It's like just because he had fights with.
I'll just bring it back up because
Okay.
of the dragon.
Okay.
The dragon. thing.
The same way you can view the whole thing with Garp and Roger, it could be very similar to Smoker and Luffy. Really, it could very well be. I'm just saying. You don't know.
What's funny is that like I think while you were off stream,
Yes.
Braga and I were literally talking about that example. Like, well, some people argue that Garp isn't that strong because of the Smoker Luffy thing, and I think we're both like, well, that makes no sense. So I think that we both don't agree.
We
with
don't
that
know.
argument. We don't know. We don't know. But I think that Garp's got.
We don't know.
The
We
reason
don't
why we know it's not the case because Sengoku Roger specifically said if you wanted to contest me or stop me, you go after
Yes.
someone. Send Sengoku.
Because that's the only Marines that are actually like no. Even though Kong exists, lol. The
Do you
only
think
Marines that are
Do you
actually
think
like
right now
noteworthy.
Luffy would say if to stop me, send Smoker?
As a Marine, why not?
I don't know about that one.
I mean, listen. If the Marines are sending dog shit dudes and all the vice admirals suck, the closest vice admiral to I think admiral level is probably Smoker, probably
That's why.
because I assume that he's gotten stronger. Personally, that's my assumption.
Maybe Smoker might have gotten stronger. That is
I
definitely.
think he got stronger for sure, without a doubt.
Like,
On
I
this
would
side,
be
get
surprised.
shots on.
All right, look, Blackbeard
No,
versus
I-
Prime. Blackbeard versus Prime Garb because I think we're at the Garb point. So I'm gonna
Blackbeard.
give King his vote for Blackbeard right off the bat.
I'm a Blackbeard, of course.
Yeah.
Prime Garp.
Oh, boy.
I'm taking Prime Garp as well for this. just
Blackbeard
'cause
still has some growing to do. I think.
I think
don't
end of
he's at
story
it- I don't think-
Blackbeard. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's at his peak yet. And the pinnacle, in my opinion, is Roger, and I think Garp is up there contesting him. So
Yeah, I
Who's
think
stronger, Prime Whitebeard or Prime Garp?
Prime
Prime
Whitebeard.
Whitebeard.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
Prime Beard is the strongest ever.
Even over Sebek.
Yes.
Dude, that's what I'm saying about it's so funny because like we both agree on one thing. We're like, yeah, Prime White.
Yeah.
And then you say
Yeah.
you top it with something I definitely don't agree with. You're just like, oh, Prime White.
Yeah, there you go.
Sebek.
Because I don't think Zabak.
yeah, man.
I don't think
Back.
Zabak subjugated his people because he was stronger than them.
Shanks, the other arm doesn't matter. The other arm.
No, it matters. It definitely matters. No, it definitely matters. Oh, no. Actually, no. Sorry. He actually already has the arm. It's just a hockey arm. Confirmed.
Oh God.
Confirmed?
Yeah, just a hockey arm. Yeah, confirmed. But I mean, I would just say that.
Yeah, film red
Like-
spoilers.
What?
What?
Wait,
When
what?
someone Shanks
You
is
just
Garp.
said.
That's fucking crazy. Dude.
Dude, Shanks
I got
versus
Shanks.
Prime Garp.
I got Shanks.
Ooh, this is close.
I'm giving one.
This is a close one.
This is actually really fucking hard. Whoops.
This is difficult.
I don't have my vote.
I'm putting Shanks.